What if I told you that food sensitivity tests don't actually tell you what's wrong with your gut, and that's why I don't do them at all? I'm Brooke, IBS relief expert and functional medicine practitioner, and in this video, I'm going to break down why I never use food sensitivity tests in my practice, why they're wildly inaccurate and often a complete waste of money, and what you should be doing instead if you really want to understand your gut and stop reacting to harmless foods. And make sure you stay to the end because I'll share what I personally do with clients who react to everything, and it has nothing to do with avoiding more foods. Food sensitivity tests sound scientific, but here's the truth. They only measure whether your immune system was reacting to a food at the moment you took the test. That's it. And when your gut is dysfunctional, when you have inflammation, leaky gut, imbalanced bacteria, parasites, you can react to a food one day and not react to it at all the next. So you're not actually measuring the food, you're measuring the level of dysfunction inside your gut that day. That's why these tests are all over the place. You could take one day, take another the next week, and get completely different results. And none of that tells you why your gut is reacting to those foods in the first place. This is where my opinion is different from the mainstream. I actually don't care about food triggers. I care about what's causing them and what's causing the dysfunction, because food isn't the enemy. Your gut's reacting because something deeper is going on. Chronic inflammation, bacterial overgrowth, fungal overgrowth, poor stomach acid, bile issues, leaky gut, nutrient deficiencies, stress chemistry, or a combination of some of those things. And a food sensitivity test doesn't tell us any of this. They just tell you that your gut was irritated on that day. So if I'm trying to help someone stop their diarrhea or daily bloating or intense cramping and gas, I don't want to know which foods bothered you. I want to know why your body is reacting to normal, harmless foods in the first place. That's the data that I need to actually help you heal. And listen, I get why people turn to these tests. It's a natural thing to turn to for answers. And it was actually the first thing that I did too over 10 years ago when I started my own healing journey. I knew I couldn't tolerate gluten, so I figured, okay, I'll just take a food sensitivity test and it'll tell me everything else that I also shouldn't eat. I spent $300 on that test, and it was the biggest waste of money that I've ever spent. The results did nothing but restrict my diet even more, and it got me absolutely nowhere. But honestly, doing these things, trying the wrong things, making these mistakes, that's exactly how I ended up with the deep understanding that I have today about the science behind food reactions, what the gut actually needs, what truly causes dysfunction. And that's why I don't use food sensitivity testing now. I've seen hundreds of women do the same thing. I just need to find my food triggers. It must be something I'm eating. But removing the foods never solves the problem because it's not the food, it's the gut. If you react to random foods, your stomach blows up after you eat something healthy, or you suddenly can't tolerate foods you used to eat all the time, or the list of foods that you can eat keeps getting smaller and smaller. Here's the question that we should be asking. What's causing the dysfunction that made your gut hyperreactive in the first place? Food sensitivities are actually symptoms. They're not causes. So when we dig deep and we uncover the why behind your reactions, whether it's bacteria, yeast, mold, stomach acid problem, that's when the true healing begins. So food sensitivity testing doesn't give us that information. Advanced gut testing does. Root cause work does that. Targeted protocols. No more just food restriction. So here's the hard truth. Cutting out food is not healing. It's actually coping. And you can only restrict yourself for so long before your food world gets smaller and smaller. This is why I don't chase food triggers, and I actually tell my clients to stop keeping a food journal. We remove the food that doesn't fix the root cause. It doesn't rebuild the gut lining. It doesn't rebalance your bacteria. It doesn't improve digestion, and it doesn't calm inflammation. It just helps you avoid the reaction. And that's why people stay stuck for years, because avoiding food is just management, but healing the gut is actual resolution. So if you've been thinking, maybe I should get a food sensitivity test, here's what I want you to know. It won't tell you the reason that you're reacting, and it won't tell you what's causing your issues in the first place. It won't get you any closer to healing. So if you truly want answers, focus on finding the root cause behind these reactions, because once you fix the dysfunction, the food sensitivities actually start to disappear on their own. So if this helped you understand food sensitivities in a new way, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and let me know in the comments, what foods do you feel like you suddenly became sensitive to, and what do you think is causing it? See you in the next video.